but for his unfortunate luck, he could not get anything. But it's very costly, all the dolls that are exhibited. As he was moving on the pathway, he saw a little boy for about 5 years old, holding a lovely doll. He just kept looking over the little boy and wondered who the doll was for. He watched him for a little time, and he saw a woman going near to the boy, and they are having a little chat. And the boy was asking, "Auntie, do we have enough money to buy this doll?" And Auntie was very impatient. He said, "No, I don't have enough money to buy. You just wait here. I'll go do my shopping. I'll come back. Let's go back home soon." After a while, Mr. Joe, the person, he was just keenly observing the boy and the lady. And he went near to the boy. He asked the little boy, okay? It is, after a while, then he just asked the boy, "What were you looking for?" The boy replied to Mr. Joe, "It is a doll my sister wanted so badly for Christmas. She just knew Santa would bring it." And Mr. Joe said, "Yeah, maybe Santa," he thought, "some persons, you would bring it." The little boy said, No, Santa Claus will not get the the doll to my sister. I have to give the doll to my mom to take to her." Mr. Joe asked the little boy where his sister was. The little boy looked very sad, and he replied to Mr. Joe, "She has gone to be with my Jesus. And my daddy says that my mama too is going to be with Jesus, with my sister." Mr. Joe's heart stopped beating. Then the boy continued saying, "I told my daddy to tell my mother not to go and wait till I come back from the store with the doll." Then he pulled out some of the pictures that he had bought for his mother, and he said, "I want my mother to take these pictures also with her so that she never forgets me. I love my mother very much, and I wish she could be with me for some more time. But Daddy says that she will have to go to meet my sister." Mr. Joe saw that little boy, and he was a bit quiet. While he was not looking Joe reached into his pocket, because he knew that he has got little money to buy the doll. And he takes little more money from his pocket, Mr. Joe. He puts it along with the boy's money. He says, "Come, let's count whether you got enough money to buy the doll." And the boy was excited. He said, "Let's count." So they counted. They got enough and more money. And the boy was very happy. He said, "Of course, it is very plenty to buy the doll. I thank Jesus for giving me enough money to buy the doll and a beautiful rose for my mommy, because my mommy loves a white rose so nicely, my uncle." And after a while, few minutes, shopkeeper came and they purchased the doll. They went back home. Mr. Joe was not much satisfied with the purchase of Christmas shopping. He went back home. Mr. Joe could not forget the little boy and just kept wondering the unconditional love that he had for his mother and for his little sister, and faith that he had. Later that day, Joe kept remembering a story that he has read in the newspaper. A few days earlier, a drunken driver hit a car. A little girl died on the spot. A mother was in the ventilator in the hospital. 2 days later, again Joe reads in the newspaper. The family decided to discontinue the lifeline of the woman, and she died. Joe could not forget the little boy. Just he kept wondering whether those two incidents that he saw in the shop, a little boy, and the news that he has read, whether it is true. He said his thought did not go away from him.